Hey, this is Adam Knackers, and in this video I'm going to show you how to add a navigation menu. So you now have chosen a theme, and what we want to do next is add a menu. Okay, and I'll show you kind of what I mean. So if you're log on to WordPress again, log into WordPress, and then mouse over your site name and go to Visit Site. And then what you're going to see here is there is a default menu there, but I'm going to have you add a menu, and there is one specific page that you should absolutely have there, okay, more than anything else, and that's your About page. Your About page is going to be the page that gets the most traffic on your site, because as you blog and you create content and people come to see your content and read your content, if they like it, it's just a natural next step for people to find out more about you. And that's why, I actually don't recommend that you have a menu that has a ton of options. The more cluttered it is, the less likely people are going to make the decision you want them to make. And you actually want as many people as possible to see your About page, because that's a page that's going to share your story. It's going to tell your visitor why you're there, why you're a person that can help them, let them know that they're in the right place, right? And also build that trust and rapport. So your About page is a very important page, and I always recommend that it's prominent in your menu, okay? In other words, don't have 10 different menu options. Just you can have this home link is fine, just so people can always toggle back to home very easily, but then I would have an About page. So what we want to do before we create the menu is just create a placeholder page for your About page. So if you go back to the dashboard, what we're going to do quick is we're just going to create the skeleton of an About page, all right? Under Pages, right here, you're going to click on All Pages. And I'll just show you quickly how you can do a couple of things here. So this is a list of all your pages. And just to clarify, pages are different from posts. Okay, pages, think of pages as static content. Like pages are your About page. If you add a contact page, that sort of thing. All right, they're standalone content. Whereas posts are like fresh content. Your blog posts are like the new content you're adding on a consistent basis. Okay, so your About Me page is going to be a page. Okay, so what you want to do is, one thing you can do, because since we're going to create a page here, is just delete the sample page. The sample page is just there. Google or WordPress just creates it just so that there's placeholder content there. So you can just click on trash here. If you just mouse over it and click on trash, that's the simplest way to delete it. Okay, so after you do that, we're going to add a new page. So you can do that right here. If you just click on Add New, you can also, to add a new page, you can just click on Add New under the Pages option here. All right, so if you click on Add New, for now, we're not going to worry about actually creating the content here. I just want to be able to add this page to a menu. So I'm going to just create the placeholder. So all you need to do is enter About or About Me, whatever you want to put there, and then or you can also use something like My Story, whatever, however you want to convey your About Me page, okay? And then click on Publish. Okay, so now we have the page that we can include in our menu. So now what you want to do is you want to go to Appearance and Menus, and we're going to create our first menu. Okay, so what you want to do is, by default, they'll have the menu structure set up like this. What you want to do is give this a different name. I usually call it Primary, and then I click on Create Menu. So this is going to be the top level navigation. All right, so here we go. And because it already knows you, I'm going to delete these just so you can see how these are created. So you could actually probably leave this just like it is, because it now has the home page there. That's one thing about WordPress, is it is making some of this stuff easy. But for the purposes of showing you guys how you can add menus to your website, I actually want to take you through the process quickly. It's very easy. That said, if you see that it brings up for your theme, if you see that it has a home page link and an About page link, that's all you're going to need. In fact, I'll show you. When you go to, so if you mouse over your site name and you go to Visit Site, there we go. You've got your home link and your About page. All right, so it's actually the way you want it, but I'm going to show you quickly how to add a menu in case in the future you want to, you want to customize your menus a little bit. So let's go back. If you mouse over your site name and go to menus. Okay, so we have the primary menu here, and I'm gonna remove these. So to remove an item, remove an element, all you need to do is click on that arrow, and then it'll bring everything up. And you want to, come on. I'm gonna copy this. So, all right, so I can remove this element. And then for the About page, I can do the same thing. I just click on the arrow. And then I click on Remove. Okay. And now what I want to do is I'm going to add those back. So on the left here, you'll see the different things you can add to your menu. Okay? So you can add existing pages. You can add custom links. You can add like a category. If you had a category of blog posts you just wanted to make like a menu option, you could also add that. All right, so the first thing we want to add is just the home link, right? That enables people to just go back to your home page whenever they want. Okay, so what you need to do for that, that's not a page. What you're going to do is you're going to create a custom link for that. So what you would do is you would just put the URL of your blog, right? Because I want this to link back to my home page. So travelinghappiness.com, and then the link text is simply going to be home. And now I'll add that to the menu. Boom. See that? And then the next thing I want to add is my About page. So under Pages, if I drop that down, I'm going to see the About page. All you have to do is select it and then click on Add to Menu. And see, now it's added the home link and the About page. Okay? And then all I have to do is click on Save Menu. So now that I've added the two navigation items to my menu, the only other thing to do is to add it to the theme location. So if you look down here where it says theme locations, this theme only has one location, only has one menu location. So I can just check this and then click on Save Menu, and now I have added this menu to the theme in the header. Okay, so it'll be the top level navigation. And again, I just went through showing you how to create this so that you would know in the future if you ever want to, if you're using a theme that has more, some themes come with like different menu locations. Like they might have one across, a top level, might have one in the side. Bottom line is you can create your menu and then choose the location. You can also manage the locations of your menus here. So if I click over here to manage locations, you'll see that there's only one theme location for a menu. It's the header menu. And I've assigned my primary menu. If I had created more menus, I could assign different menus to this header location, right? And like I said, some themes are going to have multiple locations for menus. So that's all I really wanted to show you in this video, is just how you can move around the menu area and create different menus and choose the locations for your menus. So with all that said, that's all for this video. If you have any questions about this, make sure you leave it in the comment below this video, and I will see you in the next video.